ASMR drinking. Everyone loves the sound of drink, don't they? No, I'm not going to do that. It's horrible. Speaking of drink then. So I've decided to do dry January, right? I've never done it before. I'm not a fan of these silly trends like, oh, Keto Wednesday, Veganuary, whatever they call it, or I just think it's silly. But the good thing about these little challenges, or whatever you want to call them, fads, let's call them fads because they are fads, is that they encourage the average person to try something different, or they're normally quite a positive thing, aren't they? Like 75 hard, if you've heard of that, you obviously know what it is. I've done it though. It lives up to the name, mate. It is hard. But they're surface level. They're not going to fix everything. But I decided to do dry January for the first time in my life because over, last year, which seems weird because it's only a few weeks ago, I was drinking a lot, right? Not have any problems or anything like that, just social. And if you live in England, you understand the culture here is just boozing. You go to work, you go boozing because what else is there to do? Because it's cold, it's wet, there's nothing to do but booze. And everywhere you look is a pub, right? And I live by like 10, probably more, and they're all like 30 seconds away. So it's very easy to booze. Now, the bottom line is, this is a fitness channel, and if you're watching this, you're probably concerned with building a physique, losing body fat, gaining muscle, maybe you're skinny fat, whatever. And you probably got the question of, how does alcohol fit into this? Like, obviously, we all know it's bad, and you probably shouldn't have it. But, can you do both? Is it a no-no? Is it a maybe? Is it a yes? Like, how does it work? Now, the bottom line is you got to do you. If it works for you, it works for you. And I do have clients that love a good drink, right? In fact, I actually had a client come to me because he saw one of my other clients boozing and he had abs and he looked jacked. He goes, how are you drinking and looking like this? And then he said, oh, I got a coach. And then he came to me and he achieved the same. Am I saying drink? No, I would always recommend you just don't bother with it because what's the positive of it, right? Apart from feeling buzzed. What's the negatives? There's a long list. Which we all know, right? Obviously, it's not good for your health. It slows down your metabolic rate. It can actually lower your testosterone. I think, was it like 3 pints and immediately like your testosterone levels drop? Not sure for exactly how long and how detrimental that truly is, to be honest with you, but still not a good thing, is it? And then obviously the main thing that I think is an issue with it when it comes to fitness and getting in shape is that it will slow down your recovery. Most people, when they drink, they're going to have a shite night's sleep because it will interrupt your deep sleep. And then obviously it dehydrates the body. So, you might go back to the gym and your conditioning and fitness levels are a bit tapped because you've had a drink, and then all your joints, everything ache and sore. And that's when you get injury. And 9 times out of 10, if a client messages me and says, hey, mate, I've pulled something, my first question is, did you have any booze the night before or a few days before? And 8 times out of 10, they're like, yeah, I did. And I'm like, cool, that's probably why, right? Because their form's good and they warm up and we know that's correct. But if you're dehydrating, you're pushing heavy weights around, it's going to affect you and you might get an injury. So there's a long list as to why alcohol is not a good thing if you're dieting. It's empty calories. It's going to interrupt your sleep. It's going to defeat your recovery. It's going to affect your mood and how you feel and your outlook, and it's definitely going to affect your motivation. Now, some people can get away with it. If you're super young, you could probably get away with it. But it's one of those things that, as the cliche saying goes, when in moderation, right? Now, I'm making this video because, like I said at the start, I'm doing dry January for the first time I ever have done in my life. And it's only been 12 days since I've had a drink. And I've had my temptations, trust me. On Tuesday, I write music with my band. And as soon as the vocalist gets here, he's popping open the cans. I've got shite loads of whiskey for Christmas, so I would very much like a drink. And I've just said, well, look, and this is a little mind trick, and I don't know if this is going to work for everyone, but you've got to be stubborn. You've got to be stubborn. If you said you're going to do something, you've got to see it through, all right? I said, I'm doing dry January, so I'm doing it, right? If I give in, I'm a liar. I lie to myself, and that is a bad perpetual habit to build up. If you want to feel confident and good about yourself, do what you said you're going to fricking do, right? I'm like, I'm doing dry January, and he pops open a beer. Do you want one? And I'm like, I got this whiskey, and it helps me write music, as silly as that sounds. I'm like, no, I want one, but I'm saying no. And I stuck to it. And then I felt good. And then the next day I woke up and had work to do, and I was clear-headed and felt great. And I thought, damn, just saying no for a little bit of drink has meant so many positive things, let alone the health benefits. Then my local barman messaged me saying, hey, mate, what are you up to? And he normally gives me a lot of free drinks, right? And I was like, dry January, bruv. He's like, oh, okay, cool. And I was like, I'll come in for a non-alcoholic. And I went there, and, they're trying to pour me a real pint. I'm like, no, non-alcoholic. It's don't be boring. Social pressure, peer pressure. I'm like, nah, I just want... Get me one of that zero Guinness, mate. Give me a zero Peroni. And I had a zero Peroni, a zero Guinness. I socialised. It still kind of felt good. It still kind of felt like I was having drinks. You chatting in your public and social. And then I was drinking the drinks. I thought, do you know what? I don't have this lingering anxiety that I'm going to feel like shit tomorrow. And I actually feel really good right now. And then that was it. I didn't touch any booze. And it was shite loads cheaper. And then I walked home, and normally that walk home, I'm like, why did I do that? I'm gonna feel like shite tomorrow. I got training tomorrow. It's gonna mess up my workouts. I've had all these calories, and I walked home like, it's good times. You know what I mean? Walked through the door, great, and I had my food, went to bed. I slept really well. Woke up and thought, damn. Normally this day I feel like shit. Normally this day I've got a headache. Normally I procrastinate and get nothing done today because I've fucked it up. Normally I go to the gym and it'd be crap and I have to go light and not overload, which means the workout's not really doing what it needs to be doing. Or I'd skip it. And even this, like this, I'm talking about today, this was last night. And I'm getting, it's quite late and I'd normally be like, oh, I'll go to bed, I'll do some work tomorrow. You just put shit off. All because I said no to that drink. I feel confident in my decision to stick to something because I said I would. I've saved money, to be quite frank. I had a great night's sleep. I'm in a great mood. I got loads done. Great workout. Overloaded as well. I was able to go heavy without any injuries. And I'm excited and I just feel good. And I'm like, all of that was just saying no to drink. Now, this isn't an anti-booze campaign because best believe, February the 1st, I'm probably going to have some whiskey because of course I am. Festivals, holidays, I'm going to drink. But it's made me realise like the importance of a few things is, one, this is a fucking mental superpower. And I know the people on YouTube love mentality. Very superpower, right? It's much superpower. It's so important to be able to have the ability to future pace your actions, right? If you go, right, okay, same with training, right? People go, oh, I'm procrastinating, I'm waiting for motivation, I'm going to get in the gym when I'm motivated, and then, a year goes by and they haven't done anything. Oh, I'll wait until January comes on. Oh, is it January? Oh, I don't feel like it. I'll wait until February. Oh, it's almost March, I'm going on holiday soon. There's always an excuse. Now, if you go to yourself, right, well, if I keep doing this, where am I going to be in a year, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years? And really be honest with yourself. If I don't do it, how am I going to look and feel? You're like, fucking hell. I don't want that. Future pace. Think about it. Be honest with yourself. And then on the flip side, do it the other way around. I think, okay, well, if I actually go to the gym now and I stick to this every single week for the next year, how would I look? How would the year look? How would I feel? Who would I be? How would my life look in a year's time? And oh shit, actually that would be amazing. Damn, I'm going to stick to it. Does that make sense? You got to future pace everything. I do this with my clients all the time. I'll use the alcohol situation. If I just carried on drinking now and didn't put that stick in the mud and say, right, I'm not drinking in January, I would have boozed last night. I would have spent quadruple what I spent. I wouldn't make this video. You wouldn't be watching this. I wouldn't have gone to the gym. I feel like crap. And then Monday I'd wake up and have even more work to do. And I probably won't be as effective. All from a few drinks. And if I decided to keep doing that, by the end of the year, what will my physique look like? What will my business look like? What will my life look like? What will my health look like? It'd be shit. So because I'm aware of that, I just made the right decision. It's that simple. That is the foundation of most things. If you want to get in shape and you don't feel like going to the gym, think, well, okay, all right, I'm at a crossroads. If I don't go, how am I going to feel? Shit, low confidence, reinforced negative behavior. Or I knew I couldn't do it. Oh, I'll just quit, lose momentum, fitness conditioning. You become like everyone else. But if you do go, even though you don't want to, and you haven't got time, you haven't got the energy, it's just not convenient. And it's never going to be convenient. I promise you that. There's never convenience when it comes to doing something difficult. But you go and do it anyway. How are you going to feel in 40 minutes when you've done it? On top of the world. Happy, glad, thankful, grateful, excited, on a natural high, healthy, full of energy, optimistic, confident, reinforced positive behavior, strengthened the right wolf. You could feel amazing. So now it's a no-brainer. Go into the fucking gym, do it anyway. Do you know what I mean? There's no point being that moping. Do you know what I mean? I was scrolling on Facebook, look how miserable everyone is. It's most things can be solved by just future pacing how your actions are going to affect what your future looks like. Even this video, I did not want, I'll be honest, and I know I'm ranting now, sorry, but I find just honest conversations like this and reflective learning is very powerful. I didn't want to do this video. I've done 2 videos today. I'm not trying to go, oh, big whip, I did 2 videos, whatever. It's nothing special. What I'm trying to say is I didn't want to. It's not convenient. I'm tired. I could always do it tomorrow. There's all these excuses. But I thought, well, why don't I just get on with it and do it anyway? Because I know when I do it, I feel glad that I've done it. And the more you think like that in your day-to-day, the more you'll get done. And then you realise there is more time. You can get more things done. It's never going to be convenient. It's never going to be easy. It's never going to be ideal. And you're never really going to want to do it. But just do it anyway. It's simple, isn't it? It really is that simple. But the more you do that, the more you make that right decision, the easier it gets. That's the easier it gets. All right? So in terms of alcohol, I didn't really... I kind of went off topic here, didn't I? But in terms of alcohol, look, if you can make the calories fit your target, which you should have, then you can ultimately make it work. But you got to think, is it worth it right now? You know, summertime, yeah, sure, enjoy yourself. Birthdays, Christmas, New Year's, there's always going to be a reason to have a drink if you want to, but doing it out of boredom or because it's the only thing to do, it might not be the best thing that's serving you. And some people, you know they can't handle it, so they just need to drop it out altogether. And I promise you, anyone that cuts out booze is going to feel better. That's a given. And if you're trying to get in shape, it's only going to help if you cut it out and allow yourself it here and there, and then you don't have to feel guilty for it. And then it's more of a reward and it's more of an occasion. And it's better to do it that way. So that's my 2 cents on alcohol. I could probably go deeper about it, but this video's gotten long enough. And if you watched it this far, I appreciate you. If you watched it, right, you might have put your phone down and you've been listening to this whilst you do some fucking hell, house chores. Or you've watched it this far because you just want to watch it this far. If you have, comment, what is this? Earl Grey tea. Just so I know. Just so I know. And if you have, you're a legend. I appreciate you. And the whole point of these videos, I say it all the time, I just want them to be helpful. That's all I want them to do. I want someone to watch a video and go, damn, that was actually help. That's improved my life. And even if it's by 0.5%, then I've done my job. That's what I'm here to do. So I hope you have a great day. I hope you stick to your dry January if you're currently doing it. If you're not doing it, why not? Why not start now? It's the 12th as the time of this filming. And if you're struggling with it, start now. Do half of it. Just pick something, stick to it because you said you would, and don't let yourself down. And you'll be surprised how much that affects your life positively, physically, and mentally. It's amazing. The mind is a powerful thing. And on that note, like and subscribe. It would give you a dopamine hit. Yeah, have a good one. I'm losing my mind now. You can tell I'm tired. But anyway, have a great 2025. Let's keep going.